Welcome to my top 10 Nintendo games from the original system. This is just my personal opinion as always. There's so many good games, it was definitely hard to kind of go through this, but let's see what you guys think and leave me your list at the end. At number 10, we have the little yellow Pac-Man. Oh, Pac-Man. So simple, but yet so addictive. You could play this game, and it was just so basic and so easy. And you could be at the arcade, and everybody was lined up to play it. It was just one of those games where it was like, get the power pellet, and boom, you're doing, like, just awesome. The disintegration to this day when you die from one of the ghosts is hilarious. I love the little sound effects. At number 9, we have Duck Hunt, which came with Super Mario's when you bought your Nintendo. Duck Hunt. Well, I don't even know. What do you say about Duck Hunt? It was one of those games you just loved having because you had the gun and you got to shoot stuff. But man, the animations are killer. What was so great about Duck Hunt was the better you were at it, the faster the ducks got, and you had to try to keep up with them. And it was just a good group fun. Everybody was trying to outscore everybody else. It's old school fun, and some people still freaking love it. At number 8, we have one of my first football addiction games, Tech Mobile. As a kid, I loved football. It was just fun. It was cool. Like, we all were into it. My dad raised us as Jet fans. We always watched the games. We always played whenever we could. It was fun. And then this game came out for Nintendo, and man, it was addicting.
Ready, down, put.
Graphics, when you look at it these days and you compare it to Madden, wow, just terrible. But I love the sound effects. Hut, 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 hut. It was just so ridiculous. Oh, and the Bo Jackson touchdown. Oh man, the Bo Jackson touchdown. That was the thing back then. At number 7, we have Castlevania. Castlevania was great because it was supposed to be like dark, and the whips and the potions, it was just so like, it was like the RPG at the time, and it was fun. It was so cool. I really, really enjoyed it. Here's a quick story. As a young kid, I didn't know much better, but I had a friend who was really into this game, and he had convinced me that somewhere in the woods, there was a bunch of different potions and whips that could just destroy anything and have different effects on different things. And he had convinced me this was real. And I think I believed him for about 5 years. And we were looking, but we never found them. Yeah, kids, I tell ya. At number 6, we had the original Metal Gear. It's funny because I don't really remember much of Metal Gear. I know I played it, and I played it quite a bit, but the story doesn't seem to resonate in my mind. I do recall sneaking around. As I'm watching some of these clips, I recall having to kind of hide through things and switch weapons really quick, trying to avoid them and sneak up to different levels. Metal Gear is a very cool game, and I do recall the newer ones probably more than the original. At number 5, we have Contra. I think the thing with Contra that always got me was it was supposed to be like Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger, and it just played on that whole 80s action hero vibe, which it did so well. Contra was such a basic game. It was like be the action hero and blow shit up, and it was fun. It was just I just remember getting frustrated because I remember these guns that in this in the walkthrough video from the other guy that was playing it, and these these little screenshots. These guns used to blow the shit out of me. I would get so mad. I'd throw the controller down. But rage, rage. But it was fun. At number 4, we have the original Double Dragon. Double Dragon is such a good game. It was that martial arts feeling in the 80s, and I love martial arts feelings in the 80s. And every time I look at like this game and I try to remember it, it always brings me back to The Last Dragon. And it's so stupid because I love that movie. Who's the master? I love that movie. But you know, Double Dragon's fun. I kind of recall my brother and I playing Double Dragon, and we would play together, and it was fun doing, these moves and imitating our favorite martial artists back in the day. So it always has a lasting impression on me, even though looking at it today, I'm like, wow, these terrible graphics, just so bad. But I loved it. At number 3, we have RBI Baseball. Just like Techno Bowl, I was a big sports fan, and I had RBI Baseball. I loved it. I was a Mets fan, and back in the '86 years, we had guys like Strawberry and Ray Knight and Rafael Santana and Dwight Gooden, and it was a blast. And I remember Frank Viola and the Twins used to always beat the crap out of me, strike me out all the time, and I get so mad, throw the controller. But I loved RBI Baseball. RBI Baseball was such a blast. It was so much fun playing back then. And I even remember coming to Florida, like my parents had moved from New York. And I remember just sitting in my room playing this game nonstop. And it was just like you could blow the computer up and you could just score so many points. And you could just get home run after home run. And I mean, you're talking legends like Tim Raines and Crook and like John Crook and like these guys that were good, Kurt Gibson. It was fun. It was really fun. At number 2, we have the original Super Mario Brothers. You must be from another planet if you don't love the original Super Mario Brothers. It was hard not to even put it as number 1 because I played the heck out of it. I love this game. I got all the way to the end. I beat this game. And, as a kid, that was the thing, man. You just had to beat the game, and having Mario and Luigi and saving Princess Peach. And you've seen the movies now. If you're new and you didn't play the original game, if you're new. I guess if you're young. Just so awesome. When Mario came out, it was hard to put it down. And that music, the intense battles, trying to jump over flames, trying to avoid the turtles and using the turtle shells to knock people down. It was such a blast. And everybody would gather around the TV. Dude, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. Do it this way. Oh man, Mario. I love Mario Brothers. And at number 1, we have my all-time favorite game, The Legend of Zelda. The Legend of Zelda is the original RPG. It is the game that you have the adventure. You've got the the different spirits you're fighting and the things you're collecting and the fairies and the sword and the shield and the bow and the different potions and the candle and the caves, the keys. It was just it was the shit, dude. That's such a good game. The Legend of Zelda is the true adventure. It is so much fun. I mean, looking at it now and going back through and kind of like looking at the maps, wow, it looks so bland and basic. But at the time, it was so freaking fun. It was just, it had me engrossed. And then it started the whole spiral into my life on RPGs and MMOs. And I loved all the good computer games that came out after that, and King's Quest and the different quest games and Warcraft and all of that. It just spiraled me in, and to this day, I love Link and Zelda, and it it always gets me. I love it. It's just such a good game. Anyway, that is my list. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think and share your list with me. I love getting other people's feedback.